home.
Oh, this is a good one this morning. Good morning, JC.
Good morning, Chris.
How goes it today?
It's going good. How are you?
I am doing all right. Well, usually we have cats in studio, but not today. We have a dog that's been with PAWS for a couple of months.
Yep. This is Biscuit. He came to PAWS in November.
I was wondering if he was going to be vocal today, but I guess that's better than nothing. Yeah, there it is.
He came to PAWS in November, just found running around. The police picked him up, and he didn't have a microchip or tag or anything on him, and nobody claimed him. So now we're looking to find a good home for him. We are guessing he's a pit bull husky mix. It's kind of hard to figure out. He would be one that would be really neat to do a dog DNA test on. But he's definitely got that husky in him. Before I left the shelter, I had the leash on him and was talking to the cleaner there, and he laid down on the ground and was like whining and like, why aren't you coming? Why aren't we going anywhere? And even in the truck, he was just kind of making just the funny noises that huskies are kind of impatient about. So.
And he's such a sweetheart too. I mean, he almost looks intimidating, but he's not. I mean, he's a really, really nice dog. And, of course, we have Jen in here this morning, too. She's a volunteer. Good morning. And this is this your first time seeing him, being around?
Yes. Well, I saw him at the shelter a couple weeks ago, but I didn't get to, pet him and touch him and love him.
Like the best part.
Lovable.
I know it. So it's surprising that, the owners didn't come claim him. But nonetheless, he is available for adoption, so talk about ways to do that.
Yeah, so you can fill out an adoption application on our website, pawscharlescity.com, or you can stop in over the weekend and fill out an application and come and see him. One good thing about Biscuit that's kind of hard to find with some dogs that come in the shelter is that he does get along with other dogs. Our other dog, Eli, who's a Doberman mix, they get along and they play and play and play when you let them out in our exercise area. So that's one plus to having Biscuits, that he does get along with other dogs.
Adopt me.
So we typically have you bring your dog out when after the adoption application is approved. We want the dogs to meet just to make sure that they'll get along, and just kind of, you can tell a lot by that first meeting, I think. So we do try to just make sure we want to have the best home for Biscuit. We don't, and the owner's dog, we don't want anything to happen for that either. So
Definitely. And he gives awesome kisses too. He loves giving kisses. I've had my fair share of kisses from Biscuits. He needs his forever home. What are your hours this weekend?
yeah, so looks like this weekend we'll be open for sure on Saturday, 11 to 2, and Sunday. We're still trying to see if somebody can volunteer. So we may not be open on Sunday, but you can always call or text the PAWS cell phone, 641-228-0262, and make an appointment to meet up with Julie or I or another volunteer and see our animals.
All right. And on that note, volunteers, we're getting kind of short. Of course, we got Jen in studio. Going to be talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Volunteering. When did you start with PAWS?
Back in July. I changed jobs last year, and I have a little bit more time to do volunteer work in town. I work in town now, and so I've always wanted to help the PAWS organization, and now I can actually do so.
Do you want to give a little bit of a background on where you work?
I work at Valero, and they do support a lot of organizations in town, so it's great to be able to participate in something like this and then break away and be on the radio and love Biscuit and hope that Biscuit gets his forever home. He's staring out the window at some soul that would love to adopt him.
Oh, that is great. Of course, we got a lot of great things coming up for PAWS this year and years beyond. Of course, we've been doing some building maintenance. Got to do paint job out there, redoing some things there.
Thanks to you.
It's looking very nice. Well, I had a hand in it. We'll put it that way. But looking very nice out there. Some changes coming here and there too. So stop on out, see the changes, and of course, more importantly, see all the animals available for adoption at PAWS. Of course, you have a full load of cats now?
Yep, we have quite a few cats. There are a few that have homes pending, so that's always awesome. But yeah, it seems like now that the weather's kind of starting to warm up, we have more cats that are slowly trickling in. So keep that in mind if you're looking to add a cat to your house. And we do partner with Petco in Mason City, so that you can always go see any of our cats there too. So which is great.
And I always like the fact when I go into the thank you, yeah, he sees somebody he wants. That's for sure. Getting out of their vehicle across the road. But, it never fails. Not all the animals that we get at PAWS are very nice. I mean, there's a feral cat that I was greeted with yesterday at the isolation building. And it's always funny when you see "do not open cage" on there. Because I'm always a daredevil, so I see that and it's like, oh, I really want to open the cage just to see if I could tame this cat. But I kind of held myself back yesterday.
Yep, occasionally we do have feral cats that are caught by the city that it's very occasional and sometimes, and we're able to get them neutered and vaccinated, which is great. So a lot of the times those cats will go back to the neighborhood they came from. But this particular cat that Chris is talking about, I don't know the whole story on, but that one we're still looking for like a nice farm home because he's not quite so feral that he's going to attack and run away like other cats, but he would be good in a nice like heated shop and that kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
Well, you could see like through the kennel and you could see his eyes and it's like, oh, I don't want to keep you in the cage, but I have to because I like to keep my hands. So, good deal. Anything else that we want to talk about?
Well, I think there's works for the spring garage sale.
Yeah,
Don't know the date exactly yet, but I'm sure we'll be posting that soon.
That's right.
Yep.
Start saving your stuff.
We had a meeting on Tuesday to talk about that, and we might be changing it up a little bit. We'll kind of see what happens. But definitely don't bring anything out to the shelter yet. We're very limited with space out there, so please, we appreciate your donations, but just don't bring them yet.
Yeah, a little bit too early.
Good point, Jesse.
So changes. I can't wait to hear about the changes.
I know.
Coming up this year. So we don't know a date. Of course, PAWS Dog Jog is coming up here later on this summer as well, and that might be a little bit of a change there.
Yeah,
too.
we have some really fun, exciting ideas. We've been toying with the idea of like a glow run dog.
Nice.
Kind of a fun like
That would be
nighttime
different.
one. So so there's definitely some fun stuff in the works, and if you're interested in helping out with anything, get a hold of us either on Facebook or email us or call us. We have lots of ways to get a hold of us.
Absolutely.
That's right. Social media, website, pawscharlescity.com. Well, thank you very much, you two, for joining us. I should say 3 with Biscuit still staring out the window. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds great. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you very much. It's 8:19 with your North Iowa weather coming up.
Private one-on-one instruction and small